and welcome to the Jodi Murphy Instructional Series. Today you're watching A Smooth Road to Shave Downs, and I'm going to show you today how to get your shave downs to look like velvet and not corduroy. I have found that groomers really have a hard time getting their shave downs to look nice. So I'm going to demonstrate on 3 different coat types today. I have Freckles here, who's a Spaniel coat. I'm going to have a Golden Retriever and also a Poodle. And I'm going to show you how to get a nice finish on these different coat types. Now, one of the biggest questions that I get all the time is, do you pre-cut or do you put everything in the bathtub? And I have to tell you that being mobile, I pre-cut my shave downs because, first of all, I don't want to have to wash and dry coat that I'm going to just shave off, okay? But what I have found over time is that I have tried to even put Freckles right in the tub at this length. Now he gets shaved all the time because he's a field dog. He's a bird hunting dog. This is damn Freckles, and so I shave him all the time. And I have even put him in the tub just with this amount of coat, and it has taken me that much longer to wash and dry him. So I shave him down first before I put him in the tub. And I have also found that by shaving them down first, you can get the majority of the hair off, and then your force dryer will lift any of the hair that might be bogged down with undercoat, like on the Golden Retriever, for instance. Your force dryer will lift that coat up away from the skin, and then all you have to do is go over it again once they're all bathed and dried, and that's where you get your really nice finish. So I know a lot of people really don't like to do the pre-cutting because they're afraid that their blades are going to get dull and whatnot. But you know, bottom line is it takes less time, and it's just you get a better finish. Those are the 2 most important parts, and I find that you can get them cleaner. You're really just washing the skin at that point, and you get a better finish. So I prefer to pre-cut them. And really, your blades will not get that dull if you oil them. And when you do your pre-cuts, that's the perfect time to oil your blades, and I'll show you how I do that. Because you're going to end up bathing the dog anyway. So put a little oil in your blades to protect them. And I always have a second set of blades. I have my rough-in blades, and I have a finishing set of blades. So I don't use the same blades on clean coats. And that will make a big difference also, and that will help you save your blades where you're not using the same blades on dirty and clean coats. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with Freckles. And you know, I always felt that if somebody wants their dog shaved, normally they want it shaved, and that's it. They don't want you to fool around. And so I usually, when I do shave downs, I do a 7F all over. And my goal, especially with him, or any type of dog like this that I'm going to do a 7F all over, is to make him look like, almost like a lab. Like it's a natural thing that it looks like the hair grew that way. Okay, so when I do my shave downs, the first thing I do is start with my head. And I never start my shave downs behind the occiput, okay, because then you're going to have a big line here and it's not going to look like it flows. So the first thing I do is start right at the top of my head with a 7. Now I'm going to be very light-handed when I do this, because I want it to look natural. So I'm skimming off the top of this head all the way down behind the occiput. I'm going to skim right over his eyebrows, get his little whiskers that stick up over his eyes. Make sure I skim those off with my 7 very lightly, because right now what I'm trying to do is blend it all off. And I'll go over this again after he's clean, of course, but I always like to get the majority of this hair off. Right over his ears. Okay. I'll get his cheeks. I'm going to go with the grain on his cheeks. You always want to go with the grain when you're shaving so you don't get lines.